So before Gypsy was released, she was all anyone could talk about. Y'all know that. TV shows, documentaries, YouTube videos, TikToks, you name it, she was the star of it. She dominated all the discussions. She became like a major topic in many people's lives. And the second she walked out, the world went absolutely crazy. Her first stop was her media tour for her book and documentary. And suddenly, everyone's tune changed. The vibe everyone was giving off was sort of like, how dare she? The woman we have been obsessively following embraced the fame that we laid at her feet. How dare she narrate her own life story when we have been doing it for almost a decade now? And how dare she find happiness with another man when her ex-boyfriend and hero, it rots in prison? How dare she? The irony. The very crowd that had been obsessively consuming content about her suddenly found it appalling that Gypsy dared to step in the limelight. When Gypsy posted about her life, including that her husband's D was fire, the backlash was so crazy. Yet this begs the question, if she weren't considered a celebrity, why did that post matter so much to so many people? It seemed like the public wanted her both ways, right? To remain a character in their narrative, yet not the person with agency over her own story. But here's the thing, Gypsy gave everyone what they insisted they wanted, content about her life. But the moment she did it, it wasn't right. It wasn't what they wanted. So she dialed it back. She chose to share less, and she focused on her quiet life in Louisiana with her husband and her puppy dog Pixie. And then the echoes of those first few weeks of freedom just lingered. Despite her attempts to normalize her existence, the spotlight refused to go away, fueled by the very people that claimed to disdain her fame. The public had made her a platform and then scorned her for standing on it. The public played both architect and critic in Gypsy's fame, entangling her in a paradox of their own making. They demanded she be both seen and silent, a public figure who lives as though they were not. In response, Gypsy stripped her social media of anything that might hint at her celebrity status, erasing the very content that linked her to the fame the public presented her and then resented. Did this satisfy them? No. Now, they just watch her every move and respond to every single thing she does as if she were a celebrity that they don't want her to be. They still refuse to treat her like she's just anybody. The cycle of building someone up only to tear them down reveals a deeper issue, a collective struggle with our own narratives and beliefs. Do we as individuals truly hold our own opinions, or are we merely echoing the sentiments of the masses? The situation with Gypsy underlines a widespread societal trend where we latch on to collective movements, swinging from adoration to condemnation without pausing to question our own stance. This phenomenon not only impacts the lives of those like Gypsy caught in the crossfire of public opinion, but also reflects on our ability to think independently. Perspective is invaluable. It's like a puzzle scattered across the minds of many. When we rely solely on the perspective of others instead of cultivating our own, we miss out on the potential insights hidden within unexplored viewpoints. In my opinion, society as a whole has hurt so many people. Gypsy continues to try to find normalcy in her life, yet people continue to speculate and create theories despite her disconnect. Once again, Gypsy herself remains the only one not participating in the conversation about her own life. I never made this video to change anyone's mind about Gypsy. I made it though so I can highlight the absolute ridiculousness being perpetuated, and sadly, I see so many things presented without evidence. And I just challenge you to listen to others' perspectives, and from there, sit with yourself and allow yourself a chance to embrace your own perspective. Just imagine you're wrong, and just imagine that you've been tearing down someone you've been wrong about. Me personally, I could never see myself judging someone the way some of you have been judging Gypsy without solid evidence that my judgment is correct. I've shared my perspective with a few people, and actually most of them being anti-Gypsy. And every single time they've been surprised how much it opened their mind. It might have never completely changed their mind, but it opened it. Open up your mind a little bit and let yourself be your own thinker. Anyways, goodbye.